What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be repainting the Mattel Battle Damage Albertosaurus. Not really going for anything in particular, just kind of being creative and going for the rule of cool on this one. I'm going to start off by attaching him to this lid here with using some hot glue. That way he doesn't fall all over the place while I'm spinning him around on this spinny thing. It'll just kind of help him keep him locked into position. That way I can paint him with ease. But this is going to be a really cool repaint. Like I said, we're not going for anything in particular, any kind of style that I know of that exists already. I'm just kind of being creative. And I think it's going to look really cool once I'm done the idea that I have in my brain. So I'm going to be starting off priming him, well, kind of base coating / priming him with two different colors. The head is going to be just a black color. And I'm applying that with some of the Createx black here using the airbrush. And then the body I'm going to do in this Tester's tan. And now I'm dry brushing the head with some white ivory just to pick up all of those details that are in the sculpt and to make them pop out. And like you know how dry brushing works, just put some paint on the brush, wipe as much of it off as you can, and then lightly dry brush all the raised surfaces like so. Really makes everything pop out, gets those really cool shadows in the bottom. And now what I'm going to do is go over the black with some white, very, very thin layer of white. I want to kind of have a pale, kind of bluish pale effect going on the black part of the head. And that really kind of gives it that cool effect when you put that white over the black with those dry brushings laying underneath them. Does something to the paint that makes it look really cool, and just kind of that general vibe that I'm going for on this thing, that real pale kind of creepy look. And the eyeball is going to get a little dot of red in there. I think the red will look really cool, kind of make it stick out. Very Indominus Rex kind of vibe, you know? So now I'm going back over all the white that I did with some of the white ivory, and I'm dry brushing all those high spots up again just to make them pop a little bit more, and it really makes all that white, gives it that kind of pale, ghostly kind of vibe. And I'm hitting up all the ridges, all the little spikes and stuff, all the little folds, just hitting the edges with that ivory white, and it really makes everything pop. Still continuing the dry brushing, blending it all into that black little shadow and the ridge right there. Now moving on to the stripes, and the stripes are basically, there's no real set pattern to them. I'm just kind of going with the flow, seeing what happens. This is just black acrylic paint, thinned down with a little bit of flow improver, and I have a very fine tip brush, and I'm just going along creating some designs. This is where you get to kind of have, you get to be creative, and that's what I really enjoy. I'm painting the scars with a little bit of flesh tone mixed with some red, just to kind of get that open wound look. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he has a slice here on his face, or at least it looks like he has a slice, so I'm going to go ahead and paint it. Just kind of gives it a little extra kind of battle damage vibe. So now I'm going over the body with some transparent burnt umber. I want to darken that ridge up a lot, so like significantly. And that's what the transparent will do here. It just kind of darkens it up a bit and gives it a really cool fade from the dark all the way down to the light brown. Now the inside of the mouth got a coat of light mocha with a hint of red and a couple drops of the burnt umber, and the teeth are white ivory mixed with a little bit of yellow ochre. Now I'm just going back and I'm taking a dry brush with no paint on it, and I'm actually just brushing off the burnt umber that I don't want on top of the high spots, and it actually just brings that light tan back through, leaving that burnt umber down in the darker shadowy areas, and gives it that really cool effect. So got them flipped over here in a weird position, and I'm going to do the belly. Same way that I did the head. I'm going over first with black, getting it a nice black base, and I want the belly to have that pale kind of white look. So it's basically the same process. I'm taking some magic putty, and I'm outlining some, or I'm masking off some of these stripes on the side, because I kind of want these like striped things coming up the side of the belly. It's what I kind of imagine them looking like. And now I'm going back over, of course, just like I did before, dry brushing all of that white back up here with some of that white ivory, just to give it that pale bluish kind of tone. And basically finishing it off here, I'm going to connect all the black stripes that I did. I'm going to connect them down into the white belly just by kind of doing some crazy designs. You know, I've got some stripes on the face, as you can see here, and I'm connecting all of the little tiger stripes and running them into the legs, down into the belly, just to kind of give it that cool kind of effect. I don't know, just kind of messing around, being creative. I'm digging the way that it looks. And then, you know, of course, I've got some stripes here on the arms as well. But the stripes go all the way down to the tail, and of course continue on the other side. But this is a really just kind of me just being creative, no real set pattern, very fun repaint. I really enjoy doing this one. The model itself is really great to paint, has a lot of excellent detail on it, so I definitely recommend painting this one if you can find one. I'm going to go ahead and slap some matte varnish on this Albertosaurus and take some cool pictures. So I appreciate you all sticking around and watching. Remember, for more Jurassic Park related content, you guys know where to find me. Links will be in the description box below. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next video.